Hi Scorpio, gonna try something different. This is kind of weird, but we're just gonna go with it. I had gotten all the way through this reading and then was wrapping it up, and it stopped recording because a phone call came in and cut the connection or signal or whatever. I didn't have it on airplane mode, I had it on another mode. Anyway, point being, I decided to leave this here to explain it, and I'm also going to do another one. So there you go. Okay, so this is your magic door reading for December 2018, and you would like clear communication. You would like to make a clear decision about what you're going to do. Really quickly, this is the Page of Swords. So this would suggest, for the overall tone of the reading, we have maybe indirect communication, watching first before you communicate, or communicating through like text, social media, email, that sort of thing. It could be that we're both in our separate corners and we're kind of being petty. Could be that we're beginning to start talking again with this partner. Also, everything you need to know about this reading and the way it's designed is in the description box below. Okay, really quickly, not really quickly, let's face it. This is you, and this is about you wanting to make a decision, having hope, or at least needing time apart to get some perspective and to heal. Because right now you're kind of feeling backed into a corner and like you're going to be coming out swinging, or you feel very strongly about what caused this rift or separation between you and your partner. This is about you making a choice to decide to love this person in spite of, because of, during what happened, whatever they did. This is about you deciding. This is because this is, as you feel, a soulmate connection, but it's about you choosing whether you want to commit to that or not. Things are very murky and confused right now, and whatever's been revealed, this is major. This has upset the apple cart. So anything and everything that was going on is now under question, scrutiny, suspect. This would suggest you trying to keep everything logical and clear-headed, and rather than getting into your emotions about it. And the thing that is basically that came between you two, this connection over here, is this: too much indulging, too much of something, too much of a good thing perhaps, and somebody has kind of ran away with it. So it kind of feels like this might be an addiction we're talking about, or a compulsion that has gotten in between this connection. We got king, queen, knight, and sword, or knight and page here, all swords. So this would be like a family being kind of divided, or something affecting a family. This could also, again, this could be kids involved. Okay, but so maybe something to do with the kids, but this to me suggests somebody that has let a compulsion or addiction get out of hand. And for whatever reason this time around, it's caused everything to be under suspect. This could be Pisces or Cancer you're dealing with here. So this is where it got murky for me, and it was almost like just as well that the reading got cut off, because I was like 20 minutes in, and I was like, I wasn't slowing down. I'd also had 2 cups of coffee. Okay, anyway, this right here, this is about somebody being in control and having authority and having discipline and being clear-headed about something, okay? Combined with this right here, this makes me think that somebody is like, I got this under control. But, it could be that they want to come out of isolation and they want to be proactive. And to be honest with you, that's what's going to be needed if you want to get back together. Because right now, Scorpio, you don't have any trust in your partner. However, with this compulsion, this needs to be dealt with. Because what's going to happen, this is kind of a cycle. Because the king and queen to me mean that this is an established relationship, and that this has been happening before. And this time around, something was revealed that kind of upset the apple cart. So this is somebody that wants to be in that control position. They think they're in control, but they're really not, because things kept in isolation continue. Compulsions especially, it's a way of protecting them rather than revealing them and dealing with it, right? So they might be making all these, maybe what these talks are about is negotiations. I want to get back together. I want to reconnect. I want to reinvest in this relationship, but they're not going to be able to do it with what they have in mind. They think they've got a handle on this. They don't. The reason why I say that is because we have the Emperor here, which suggests control issues. It also suggests them wanting to re-enter or keep the status quo in the relationship. I'm the authority figure. I handle this, and that. Everything now about this relationship is called into question. There are major trust issues here. We've got all kinds of swords all over the place. This is about someone thinking that they're in control or having control issues, and they are not in control. They think they got a handle on this addiction or compulsion. They don't. It needs to be brought into light. It needs to not be in isolation, so you protect the habit or whatever it is. It needs to be discussed and dealt with. This is about someone going inward. This is about someone not wanting to deal with it or uncontrolled isolation. So there needs to be some kind of therapy or healing or something. This could be, excuse me, someone wanting to get a handle on it, and they talk to someone in a position of authority, counselor. If we're talking medical, it could be a surgeon, but somebody, these two suggest, and this one as well, all about getting getting to the truth and uncovering what is going on, and looking at it clearly and making decisions based on the truth. However, this is clarifying this control issue right here, because this is what you need to know, Scorpio. You need to know that this is a control issue for this person. They might not even realize it, but protecting their control and their interest and their position in the family is more important than them dealing with whatever's going on. It kind of feels like somebody in a position of power in the relationship that wants to preserve the power more than they want to deal with whatever unhealthy wise is getting in the way of this connection, okay? So they'd rather protect their position than to look at why they're so controlling or what's made them have these compulsions, even at the risk of this connection with you and the family. So they'd rather protect their position of control than to acknowledge or deal with anything. This is blocked emotions. This is not looking at what's going on, not being honest about it, not wanting to deal with it. And they'll allow for the time apart rather than get in there and deal with it, okay? Then we have this, which is the message, positive news, positive outcomes. So it could suggest that beginning these talks, basically dealing with this issue could go well. Like, it could be that you're going to be like, okay, excuse me, you need to consider this, and they might be receptive to it. Positive news, positive outcome. This is about blossoming. Again, positive news, positive outcome. This is a new position for you. This whole situation is new, so just be patient with yourself and don't give up on the process. That's what this is about. Okay, so that's your first one that got cut off. I want to do another one to, if nothing else, it's like, okay, well, maybe it's going to double down on what I just said. Maybe it'll be completely different. But I got all the way through that reading, and I was kept going back and forth, and then I got cut off. So it's probably better because it's been like a long reading. Anyway, all right, so Scorpio, it's called The Magic Door. I don't know if I said that. Everything you need to know about this is in the description box below. And if you're, get 2 in 1, so thanks for staying here if you are. I appreciate it. First one might be completely different than this second one. It happens. Just means it's going to be able to help more people. All right, Scorpio. Just kind of flew out there. Taking a rest. Breather. Recuperating. Going to your separate corners. Scorpio. Hoped all the coffees worked out of my system because, whew, I shouldn't have done that. That was just all kinds of productivity, shall we say, getting stuff done. Sadness and disappointment. Okay. All right. Has a way of making you feel kind of foggy, though, when too much is going on inside your brain. Okay. I would talk a lot anyway, but 5 of Cups. Again, okay, so this is the overall tone, kind of like the last one, that disappointment, confusion, loss, sadness, bereavement. Okay, and this is the overall tone, not just one person. It could be one person's feelings or that. It could be your feelings, Scorpio, but there is this sort of despair about this situation right now. The Fool, 4 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Page of Cups, the Hierophant, 8 of Cups, the Hermit. Can you see? Okay. Yeah, all right, maybe. Yeah, okay. Hold on. I'm going to clarify some more here. Hold on a minute. Maybe this situation was too much for you and you're like, I just want a new start. I just want a new beginning. Okay. So, if you've read the description box, you know that this is about this reading is about reconnection. Whether it's there's been a separation, whether you're just feeling kind of disconnected from your current partner, even though you're in a solid, stable, or in a relationship in general, could be. So it's just looking at your situation if there's been a disconnect of some sort. Okay, so you're wanting a new beginning or a fresh start. You're wanting, to some degree, this could be about you wanting to trust again, to wanting to believe, having hope, that sort of thing, taking a leap of faith. You might feel like something's reached its conclusion because it was just a lot of stinking work to maintain that connection or that relationship. And you might be all over the place emotionally. One minute you're clear-headed and decisive. The next minute you're just coming out swinging. The next minute you're crying. The next minute you're, just doing things that don't make sense. This is not being clear-headed, being confused, being overly emotional. This could be man or woman. It could be cutting off communication. Okay, so this would suggest that you, right now, you just want, give me some kind of leap, something to believe in. Give me inspiration. I just want a fresh start. And you need to gain control of the situation. You need to protect yourself and you need to gain control of the situation. What's this? Okay, so this would suggest that, your partner's not letting you go because they want to do the right thing. They want to stay connected and committed, to some degree still have control over the situation. So that's probably why it's saying you need to get control of the situation. You need to go into self-protective mode or do what's best for you, because your partner doesn't want the separation here. They want to stay connected and committed, and they're trying to figure out a way how to do that. They're trying to, to some degree, this could be about control, but I think this is them trying to figure out a way to do the right thing, to do what's best for this connection and this commitment. And they are trying to find their way back to you to say something that makes sense. But this is about, when I say something that makes sense, something that's going to land, because they feel that you're closed off. This is, this could be kids right here. This could be that you're dealing with kids. But it could also be that what they've done is not enough, and they're trying to figure out a way on a grand scale to maintain this connection, to let you know that they're serious, but they're only capable of giving a certain amount. They're not capable of this is a Page of Cups. This is kind of like, here's a little something versus, I need more. I need to know how you really feel, or I need more of a connection or more security. This would suggest that they're not capable of giving any more than that. And it's right now, this is saying it's not what you need. You need more than just a Page's offering, the beginnings of something, the younger side of love offers or love messages. You need more of you need movement, and you need something to back up this communication or this energy. So these might be messages starting out, but this is not going to be enough for you, because you're going to feel like walking away. If you stay with them, if you choose to reinvest in this connection or commitment, there's going to be, this would say that it's going to be, it's almost like it's going to stay the same, because this is about things staying the same inside this relationship for this reading. But this is about things always falling back to the way they were, the default state, continuing along in the same vein. This is what's been done before, will be done now. This is almost being confined by a routine or rut. This is restrictive. This is a lot of confusion, and this is echoing this Ten of Wands energy about it being too much to bear, and it's such a heavy load and responsibility, and it's going to make you feel trapped. So if you decide to reinvest or to stay, that's what this, at this time, that's what it's saying, is that it's going to make you feel trapped. It's going to make you feel confined and restrictive. And it's because what they are offering as far as emotional connection is not going to be enough for you. It's going to make you want to walk away. And you or they are going to go into a period of soul searching because of this. You're going to probably, most likely, it's going to be where you two are at in your separate corners wanting to withdraw and just, and that's probably what this is about, this sadness and disappointment, because we've got soul searching, withdrawal, kind of going on an emotional, internal, intuitive quest here, wanting to figure out, wanting to learn, understand. This could be someone going to therapy. So right now it's probably, this is saying that you're both better served walking away and doing some soul searching or going inwardly. They're trying to figure out how to do the right thing, to stay connected, to handle this, to solve it, to fix it. But I think it's going to come across as them being controlling and wanting to keep everything the same. Like, you know, we got the Hierophant twice here, okay? And so they really do want to keep everything the way it was. They don't want to let go of this connection. They want to do the right thing. They're trying to figure out how to do it, but it's just going to, they're not open, or they're not looking at it from the perspective of going inward and going, okay, I need to figure this out. They're wanting to keep everything the same way, the same as it is. In reality, what's needed is soul searching, figuring out what the problem was. I don't really see what the problem was here. I just know that somebody's feeling like they need to protect themselves and that this is not enough. This offering, this communication is not enough. Or maybe this is just kids, you staying together for the kids. That's not going to be enough. All right, let's see what this Hermit is. Okay. We got the Empress, could be Taurus, and we got the Wheel of Fortune. So this would suggest another ending. This is everything you want in a partner and more. This is creation. This is a creative cycle. This is thriving. So they view you as the perfect partner. They don't know what to make of this situation. This is about reversal, karma, fate. So a situation, you know, when you're on the bottom, you circle back around, reversing, and now you're on an upswing, right? This situation for them is taking a downturn. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to handle this crisis, shall we say. If there's been a separation, if this is an ex or a current partner, they don't know what to do. They are probably going to withdraw. So both of you at this point are walking away. They're probably going to withdraw to deal with this. They are just going to want to be by themselves, and this could be also, this is the energy behind a fresh start, or the energy accompanying, like, creation, abundance, creating, manifesting, that sort of thing. So this is probably them going inward, thinking about, again, what can I do? How can I fix this? This person is the perfect partner. I want to preserve that. I don't know what to do for now, so I'm withdrawing, and I don't know what's going to happen. I'm worried about what's going to happen. This could be you withdrawing and going, all right, I'm going to be over here now. I want this fresh start. I've got all this energy. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be good. Okay, so we've got kind of a separation and going inward, figuring things out, and wanting, again, to create and manifest. So this is up in the air. There's a feeling of loss, sadness, and confusion regarding this situation. It's really up in the air. Someone wants back in. They want to do the right thing. They don't know how. They don't know how to make this work. And right now, if it's forced, it's just going to lead to someone feeling confused and trapped. And more of the same. It's just more of the same situation. Scorpio. Okay. Risks and consequences, making choices. This could be being afraid to take that next step, being afraid to see what's on the other side, or making, so we stay, but then do we regret staying? Or are we going to take the risk and weather those consequences? Do you know what I mean? This is somebody at the crossroads here, not knowing what to do. It's a balance between risk and regret, of trying and not knowing, of being able to accept the consequences either way. Again, not very helpful because it's still up in the air. Scorpio. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Again, not not helpful in terms of like, okay, well, what's going to happen? What do I do? Both of these are about being at the crossroads, and I can see why this showed up, doing that soul searching to see what you truly want, what's going to light your fire, what's going to be okay for you for the future, what can you live with, what can you create with, what's going to bring you abundance, prosperity, love, passion, all these wonderful things, the wonderful side of life. This is quite heavy duty. I mean, you're really at the crossroads here, deciding what you want to do. This would suggest you not, because of the control and the restriction and it being overwhelming and just more of the same, but you are still at the crossroads here. I mean, we've got a lot of heavies here. This is pivotal for you, Scorpio. All right. Scorpio. Resurfacing of past feelings and emotions. Okay, so about remembrance. I think this is you trying to do your due diligence, both of you really, and trying to consider this situation from all angles. And because once you decide, you're in self-protective mode right now. Part of that is probably making sure that everything is as you think it is, or am I overreacting? But you want to do the right thing. Also, this is about you wanting to really vet the situation or do your due diligence and make sure you're not overreacting, make sure that this is well thought out. What do I do? It could be that you're feeling nostalgic, and because of that, you're kind of wavering or whatnot. But as far as either that new beginning, by yourself, or wanting to take that leap of faith, even though it's a lot of work, this is all speaking to you literally being at the crossroads and weighing everything. So ultimately, it's kind of not helpful because you're like, okay, well, I wanted some clarity. Well, you got it. I basically just probably confirmed what you're feeling. But as far as the direction to take, this would suggest it's going to be more of the same right now. But who knows what's going to happen in the future if you give it a little time. So for right now, it's kind of like things are where they are, and they're going to stay there for a while until more time has passed. I don't know how much time has gone on or how long you've been together, but this would say more time is needed, because right now you might be feeling kind of nostalgic and still wanting to decide what you want to do. You don't know which way to go yet. All right, Scorpio, there's your 2 readings for the Magic Door reading for December 2018. I hope it was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care. Oopsie. Hello.